What up? What up? Let's get straight into it, man. So, gonna go over what I did wrong, what I did right today, end results, and yeah, how we ended the week, what it all looked like, what to take away, what to learn from it. And let's just hop straight in. I'm gonna try to make it relatively fast, but I'm gonna try to drop as much sauce and knowledge that I have. Not saying like I'm cracked or anything, but just to share what I was thinking, what I'm gonna learn from it, and all that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Get rid of all of this, and we'll kind of take the trade with you in real time. So, coming into the morning, was leaning a little bullish, but mainly I just wanted to see how we're going to treat the data range. We had data high, data low from CPI. So I was like, okay, usually when we take one, we take the other. So that was kind of my thought process this morning. I wanted to see something happen at the data high, data low, and then go from there. So with that in mind, and also higher time frames very bearish. That's also why I ended up being more bearish later in the day. We are within a 4-hour fair value gap respecting. It is also Friday. Fridays can be interesting. A little TGIF action potentially. But if I was a betting man, I would say that we're just going to chop all day. I don't even think we were going to come up to this buy side level. We might, who knows? But I'm not involved anymore, so I don't care. So yeah, that was my thought process. Watching data high, data low, seeing how prices interacting with them. And let's dive straight into it. So on the 15-minute, we could see 830 CPI candle. Excuse me. Data high right here, data low. Same thing over on ES, respecting that. And then at market open, which is boom right here. We get a little dang. We get a little volatility coming into the marketplace, but nothing crazy. What the? Ew. Oh, it's on my phone, bro. I play music on my phone. Hold up. All right. So yeah, had the data high. We come up. Don't take it on ES or NQ at the 5 minute with the open. This was my first mistake of the day. I was kind of like, okay, dude, we're just gonna obviously trade the data high. So let me get involved in something, which was horrible. But I'm like, okay, we displaced above this 1 minute fair value gap. Let me enter here with a stop like right here. Like, bro, what am I doing? 1 to 1.3 risk to reward, bro. I take this. I'm like, wait a second. Why did I just do that? Because if we look, there is SMT, but it's not high quality. And then the only other confluence is a bullish candle above a fair value gap trying to get inverse. But look, there's a bearish fair value gap here, a bearish fair value gap here, a bearish fair value gap here. So this trade was literally non-existent, should have never been taken. And I realized that, and I'm like, oh shoot, dude. So I luckily was able to close at break even, which realistically that's just honestly pure luck. Because if I didn't, it would have been a freaking $200 loss. And I'm like, okay, bro, I need to take a big step back. So at this point, I'm like, okay, dude, I'm literally chilling. Not expecting anything. I need to recalibrate, reset my mind, understand why I did that, and from now on, only look for high quality because it's 2 days in a row. If we go over here, we can see that both this day, especially for trades, I did the same thing where I take two really bad trades and then stop them at break even by getting lucky. That price returns to my entry point. And then this day was just a straight up loss. But imagine we avoid that, and boom, we have a one losing day this week. And I'll get into all this more in a little. So getting back to the chart. After that, we sell off, take a sell side level, no SMT forms. ES takes the same level inside of a 4-hour fair value gap. Then we fricking rip 250 points up, take data high on NQ. So I'm like, okay, there might be something here. ES fails to do so. We don't take data high. So I'm like, okay, bearish SMT here. I'm just gonna step back, let structure form and see what happens. So keep in mind we're break even on the day now with already having taken one horrible trade. So then I'm like, okay, a little displacement here, boom. See a market structure shift. I'm like, okay, this is something I'd want to get involved in. We have a market structure shift, SMT at the high, data high getting manipulated. And honestly, looking back, all of this would have been avoided if I'm like, okay, bro, it's data high. I think ES wants to take it too, and just not respect this SMT. Just be like, oh, okay, maybe it doesn't want to run it right now. So we'll wait and see and just not jump into it. So that just comes back to being more picky with my trades. But Look in here, this 1 minute fair value gap gets turned inverse. So I'm like, okay, this is something I'd be interested in. So I enter at the consequent encroachment, stop up here. Don't, let me mark it out so I actually know where to put the line. We'll just go like that. Enter here, low hanging fruit, target was right here. Give me 1 second. Low hanging fruit right there. And then I was targeting a lower low as my actual PT right here, this sell side level. So as of right here, I'm involved. Get involved here. I'm like, okay, whatever. We come up above this fair value gap. This disrespects the inverse, but we are still within this fair value gap right here. 1 minute bearish here, and then we see a big displacement candle down. I'm like, oh, sweet. I love this displacement. We're seeing closes down and through. We get a market structure shift here. So I'm like, oh, bet, more added confluence. Stop is still at the SMT high. And then we see that market structure shift. Now we see this kind of trade back up here. And then at this point, I'm like, dang, bro. We are just holding this 1 minute bullish, kind of a BPR here. Should have known here. They're like, okay, bro, why is price running this so efficiently? What I would and should and could have done is with this candle close out, be like, okay, bro, it's obviously not wanting to go lower. It's not respecting my bias. So, yeah, there's nothing else to be said there. I was tripping. We're definitely going to take that high. But anyway, I was break even, right? Or not break even, I was involved. And then right here, I'm like, oh, shoot, we're cooked. And I was kind of cheesed because I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Taking mid trades, getting stopped out. That's 3 L's in a row because this would have been an L. And again, it's just tying back to I want to take the trade when I don't need to. I need to literally not want to trade. And then if something comes across that's so clean, I can't not take it. It meets all my criteria. Boom. Then I'll take it. Getting back to the trade though, I'm like, shoot, bro, we're definitely going to get stopped. ES wants to run data high. Should have known that. That's obvious. And then, boom, we get lucky as heck. I'm like, okay, if we go back to break even, I'll close out. And somehow, some way, get lucky, close out at break even. And yeah, as we can see, price ended up wanting to go higher. So that's kind of everything that happened today. And now dive into where I went wrong, what I can improve on. Main things are just taking trades with, yeah, the structure is there, but one, it's not even great structure because this is like, what are we doing here? There's still 3 bullish imbalances here. And it's a 250 point range. I just need to stay away from that. I want nice condensed price action, market structure shifts, closing through imbalances that respect my narrative and all that. Like going back to Monday's trade, it was very clean. Only reason it was a large range was because the open, but we had SMT at the low, market structure shift, reasonable entry, targeting London high because I believe the draw on liquidity would be London high. And yeah, ended up working. And again, if we took this with full size, it would have been like a 450 winner. Because I took 1 micro there, I risked like $60 maybe. Yeah, I think I risked 60 because I closed it early too. But yeah, it would be up way more on the week. Still up on the week though. So that's a winning week, even though it's freaking nothing basically. But yeah. And then the losses, obviously we want to learn from those. Again, 2 days in a row of taking at least 1 trade that's non-existent and then being like, okay, chill. Yesterday I did 2 trades like that, so that's kind of crazy. Literally just be like, okay, I have my 1 shot for the day loaded in the sniper, and if nothing sets up that's good, I'm just not even gonna take the shot because there's no point. I don't want to miss. So yeah, I feel like that's a good framework to have moving forward. Started the week off good. I mean, the week ended good. 2 green weeks in a row after a very rough January. All the accounts still have like 2,000 in drawdown. The top step is up. Like, dang, I gotta sneeze. We only have 1 top step too because I'm done buying evals. There's no point. I'll just show you what I got. Can't see here. I think I can move this up 214 on the balance and then up 50 today because I don't even remember how, if I'm being honest. Oh yeah, another thing with the trade of 8 trade copier and then the top step super easy, but with trade of 8 first on that initial trade, as I said, I ended up taking it on ES, should have been on NQ, and then later on both ES or on both trade of 8 and top step X, I took it with 2 contracts on NQ, the short, this short on NQ with 2 contracts, which was $400 risk. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then was able to close 2 out, and then I ended up buying or shorting 2 more. So I was involved 4 contracts, and then I'm like, shoot. So then I close. Oh, it's raining. And then I close, and then I'm finally at 1, and then same thing happened on Trade of 8. Was involved with too many contracts, just too much going on at once. Trying to manage them all. I need to be more attentive, more focused on actually executing the trades. But yeah, that's all I got for the actual trade I took today. Just honestly, for me, there was no trade today. Because we see displacement lower to internal sell side, targeting back higher to data high, and then this was literally the move. Once data high was taken, I low-key should have gotten off. Both objectives were met, sell side and buy side, and then as you could see, because both objectives were met, we literally chopped for 30, almost 40 minutes, and then now we're kind of just running higher to internal buy side where there's obviously no setup for me to have taken. But yeah, definitely going to learn from this week. Had a great start to the week with 2 really nice trades, and then middle of the week, 2 L's. I know for a fact Thursday's L was avoidable, and Wednesday's might just been a welp, didn't work out. And then today we were able to avoid an L by realizing what a horrible trade it was. But realistically, that should have been a loss, if we're being honest. How many times is price how many times is price 15 points from your stop in a 250 point range, and you're able to close it at break even? So I'll take what I could get. Going in next week, we have No News Monday. So or not No News Monday, Bank Holiday Monday. So definitely won't be looking to trade then. And then Tuesday, yeah, nothing crazy next week. Coming in next week, probably I'll keep my. Actually, I do kind of want a lower size, bro. Yeah, I'll lower size 250 max risk because we usually end up taking trades at like 200 to 220 risk anyway. So yeah, I don't want to have that 260 mark. Just want to be, if it's above 260, I drop down and take like whatever contract less that would be, even if it's like 170, bro. It is what it is. Got to build back the confidence. Got to at least build a buffer because we're still don't even have a buffer on any of the fundeds. We're just kind of ping-ponging back and forth, brother. Here, last thing, because this video is getting long, 12 minutes. Last thing, we'll go to the equity curve or whatever. Boom, started down, battling, get a nice winner, loss, small winner. So yeah, all we need is just high quality trades, and then this will eventually get to 2K, and yeah, have no timeline on it as well. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Gonna end it here. I don't want the video to be too long. If you guys want to get a funded account, I highly recommend Alpha. I'm not using them right now just because I don't want to buy any more. But Alpha has 3 great plans, 0 qualified, and I think standard. But they're great. They have 1-day pass, but honestly, don't even get 1-day pass because that's just a trap. I would get, if I were you starting off, I would just get kind of whatever the cheapest one is, if I'm being honest, and then actually trade it, treat it real. If you're able to pass that, great. And then if you pass it by full porting, come on, bro. You need a legit pass so you can tell yourself, I can actually do this. And yeah, enough of that. Enough of everything else. Done for the day. Break even on the day. And I will see you guys probably Tuesday. Not gonna lie. Long weekend. Enjoy the long weekend. Go do some other stuff. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment. If you have any thoughts, tips, whatever you want, I respond to all the comments. So yeah, appreciate it, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.